You want to offer me £8? I don't think so.
You want Vinted again?
12 for you, sir. Sorry?
You want Vinted again?
Vinted is so fun.
You're getting addicted to that.
I thought I put 2 t-shirts up. I've made a £5.
Maybe I should get you to put some of my clothes on there.
I think I might put you up next, an electric keyboard. And actually, I'll tell you what, if you did put your white socks up, you'd be getting some money.
I know I was.
We'd be cashing in.
Maybe I should do that.
And instead of putting good condition, put in very, very used.
Condition.
Well, yeah, that's what I was... Welcome to the Now You Tell Me pod. This is episode 13, if you were wondering.
Hopefully you're not listening to this on Friday the 13th, because next week's Friday the 13th.
Oh, that would be weird considering we only upload on Thursdays.
Oh, I've just realised this is pre-recorded, so it's not Friday the 13th next week.
I'm Joe Tasker. I'm the northern one.
And I'm Jack Biggs, and I'm the other one.
That's going to be our thing now, that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Each week we embark on a journey to discover the unwritten rules of life that everyone should have known earlier.
Like, how do you actually play Biggs Bingo? We keep mentioning it. If you are a first-time listener, Biggs Bingo is when Jack comically says words incorrectly. We've all been there. But bingo is when you've already got the words on your card.
We are playing it a little bit different.
Okay,
So you can spot the most Biggs words, basically.
Let's continue.
Out
All of the terrible intros, this is the worst one yet.
Each week we'll be hearing your strange encounters and answering your life's queries and qualms.
So let me tell you this, if ye care to ponder. If you want to share yours, then you can. It could be anything from something strange you've seen across the train, or something you've done in your own life, but you don't want anyone to know, so you can be anonymous.
You can be anonymous and you can be secret.
Let us know anything. Or maybe you want our advice, which seems to be the running theme. If so, send us a DM. What does that stand for in case my mum's listening, Jack?
Direct message at Now You Tell Me Pod.
That's on Instagram and all the other socials. We'll only read your name if you pop it on the message. You can also find... Oh, I've said that.
You're saying I'm getting bad at this.
It's called improv.
Okay.
Watch us on YouTube if you feel like witnessing this organised mess.
I feel like people watch us more than they listen to us.
They do. Maybe we should swap it around. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and other streaming platforms if you feel like listening to this organised mess. Eh?
You really did that one well.
Or if you don't feel like watching this organised mess, it's getting a bit too far.
It's getting a bit too faffy now.
Maybe we should rewrite it.
No, because this is our thing now. We can't go changing things.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm not going to sell me toupee for £2, Janice. Oh, sorry. Vinted line.
Is that my toupee?
That's where you put it. Oh, no, but I should go in the attic and find more things I can sell. It's not just clothes. This is not an ad.
This is not an ad.
But I wish it was. I'd smash that one.
You would have done, yeah.
What else could we sell?
I could sell my pants.
Right, let's just... As always, we'd like to start this by just giving you a quick thank you. It's only going to be quick, don't worry, don't skip. We'll just read one per thing. So we'll start off with... I ain't even said what I'm reading out. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Reviews.
I just don't know where we were at.
I don't know where
when I plan the episode, I know what's happening, whereas I don't know what's happening in this one.
Right.
It's your episode.
Just want to say thanks for listening and watching, really, whether you're a first-time listener or a day one listener.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Thank you. So we've got many of you on Apple Podcasts, such as Jim Bob, who says, yes, please, thank you. First podcast I've actually connected with and thoroughly enjoyed. Love it. Keep
I'm
it
glad
going.
he likes that.
Keep it going, lads. You're welcome. I don't know if I've already read that, but you get a double shout out.
People are really connecting with us.
Connections.
I think my ears need cleaning again.
Oh, no.
Really itchy. The
I don't
bees are
think
back.
neither of us, neither of us, including the listeners / watchers, want to witness that again.
No,
Do you feel
I
any
don't
bees
either.
buzzing around your ears?
I haven't, because you've cleaned them.
Nice.
Moving on to Spotify. You guys are amazing and make my day. The highlight of my week.
You're very welcome, JB.
There's no name on there.
It says JB, I've got.
I thought that was my name, JB.
Oh, it could actually be Jim Bob, or Justin Bieber, or
Jack Biggs. I didn't leave the comment, by the way.
or Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, let's not go back to that,
That would be
please.
BC. Before Christ. Well, thank you very much. We love that you love this podcast. Keep them coming in, but we'll only accept
5 stars.
a 5-star review. We'll get a 5-star shout out. Thank you.
I also want to clarify, our plant is still alive.
Our plant is living and thriving, everyone. You thought we couldn't last a week.
And we gave it its christening. We did a good old dunk.
Yes, we watered it by drowning it, and the bubbles were coming up, but then so was all the soil.
I do want to clarify that we didn't just drown it. We were advised to do this by a plant expert in the garden centre.
It's got gaps in it now and soil, and it's been a week, and I don't like using this word, but that plant is very much still moist.
I really hate that word.
But it is. You're meant to dip your finger in a little bit, and then if it's below like an inch or something, it still feels a bit moisty. It is.
But Nina is doing well. She is living life.
Bernina. Banana,
nana, for nana, fee, fa, for fana, fana, for fana.
I think you'll find it.
It's a name game from, is it American Horror Stories?
Hana, banana, fama, lama, mulama, sama, sima, lulama, lama.
You got that right, pretty much.
I'm just saying random stuff. Yeah, plant's still alive. That's good. Our relationship's still strong as well.
It is, because you've been away for your first week.
Oh, yes.
For me.
Started a TV show for the 4th year, and I will be away for 7 weeks, minus me coming back for this 1.5 day to record this.
Well, he does come back on weekends, and he's got like 10 days off after the second week. So
I'm living the life.
You really are. But what I've been up to, do you want to talk about your TV world, or should I talk about my live and alone diaries?
You were doing such a natural segue then.
Was I?
Yeah.
What do you mean by natural segue?
That you brought up the fact I've been away, and I thought, oh, hang on, this is going to go into his note about house renovation.
Yeah.
But then you've just said that.
Yeah, live and life diaries.
Go on then, give us your diaries of living alone.
It's actually been all right, actually.
Brilliant. Right, what's next?
I've been really productive.
Oh, it's still going.
I've managed to get more work done.
You have been very, very productive.
And cleaning the house.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
You come home and it was spotless.
Yeah. Good that, innit? So you can do it.
I
So
always...
it is possible, isn't it?
We have our own chores. We do different things. I think Joe sometimes thinks he does a bit more than me.
I do not.
You do.
I always... If there's obvious...
If you add up all the cooking I do, it probably
It's not
adds up
about
to what
who
you're
does
cleaning.
the most. We do the equivalent amount of time. It's just you might walk past something or leave something that's been out for ages. And I'm like, oh, you could just pop that in the recycling thing. And I've done so much washing up today. It's like, if you've done so much, that means you just stop. Like, you just stop there.
Yes, because sometimes...
Just to add on to your just to clarify list, we never leave anything out. That was a bad example.
No, we don't.
I'm trying to think of an example now. Let me think. Hang on. It'll be worth the wait.
I may leave a camera on the side, but it should be put back into...
Oh, okay, that's a good example. You've been filming up, and I will create a jack pile where all of your things that I find, whether it's bottle, hoodie, glasses, I don't know why you keep leaving them.
I'm going to get some new glasses next week.
Amazing. Your camera, other bits, tripod. I'll create a little jack pile.
But it does get cleaned up eventually. It just takes me time to do other things
it'll
first.
It'll take you time only if you've already done a lot that day. Like, I've cooked lunch. I'm not going to pick up my camera lens.
No, that's horrible.
That's not horrible.
You just winked at me.
No, it's my Twitch. I think it's been a few months since I've had long shoot days.
Yeah.
And then when I come home and relax, I don't know how to function.
I did say I was going to do some house renovations to the guest room.
Well, there's no extension yet, guys. I know everyone's excited for that.
No, but I was going to redo the guest room, which I started.
Which, just to give you a bit of context, is the only room in the house we haven't really touched. We don't need to.
No.
But when people come and stay, it's pretty like bog standard. There's your bed. There's a mirror there. Air dryer's there.
And some drawers.
And some drawers. And a nail on the wall with no picture on it. It's been years.
I just kind of want to make it like feel like you're going to stay at a hotel or something for people. I want it to be like a nice experience.
Well, we do put, when someone comes, it's chocolates or sweets on the bed.
Yeah, we always do that.
The towels nicely folded at the end.
Yeah.
Dressing gowns. It's quite good, actually.
It's quite good.
It's just the decor now.
Which I'm doing. So I was going to do the coving and panelling. My dad travelled to visit us to help me out with it.
Mm.
And
I don't know, just to spoil the story, I've been in that room. There's no panelling on the wall.
Well, we've measured it and we've did the borders, so all squiggles and all that all over the board where they need to go.
Did you both do a lot of work before this, which is why you couldn't continue?
No, I went to the
do
shop
anything else
to collect the wood and get it cut.
Oh, okay.
And I've been to this place before where I normally go get the wood. What?
I'm sure you have.
And they didn't have any of the big MDF sheets, which is what you need to panel.
They didn't give you the big wood?
They they didn't have the big sheets, so the big, large ones, which is like 24 quid.
Oh.
And basically said, you need to click and collect it. Well, if I knew this, I would have done it prior.
Now, hang on.
But I've been to this place before when we did this panel in here, and they had it.
That's in the past, Jack. Always check before. Mind you, you wouldn't check before because it's a shop that has. Do you know what is weird about that? When you're in the store and they go, oh, I'm so sorry, we don't have any. You just need to click and collect. So then that means clicking and ordering to then collect in a store you're already standing in.
Literally.
So the wood's there somewhere.
Literally. But to be fair, the guy that was there, that was talking to me, was actually really helpful and was really polite. Anyway.
We sound like two mums.
I click and
it's
collect.
Like this is not a Mum's Net podcast.
Well, I click and collected it, like he told me to do. All went through fine, payment went through. Anyway, the next day, they rang up and said, we've got to cancel your order. And I was like, you having me on? You told me to click and collect. Do you know what they said? They said the other store could not be bothered to bring one sheet to that store.
Well, hang
was
on
it
now,
worth
because
their
I
time?
know you exaggerate. So you're telling me the colleague said, I'm so sorry, Mr. Biggs. The other store could not be bothered. You're telling me that,
the other store said
yes,
they're not bringing one sheet over because they need to have more members of staff to bring that over.
Why didn't they put that? Why don't they put a minimum order only? And why am I now joining in and sounding like...
I'm not moaning, by the way. It's just really frustrating.
No, that is strange, but hey, that is retail life. As someone that has worked in retail, let me tell you, none of it is simple.
No, I worked in retail and it wasn't.
Yeah, it's probably, as far as we don't like unnecessary fuss, we need a term for this because it happens so much in life. Retail has so much unnecessary fuss, especially when you work in there as well. It's one of the most unnecessary fusses developers I've known.
But on that note, I'm going to round it up a little bit. We've had to postpone it until I can get it delivered and cut.
Oh, well.
But we'll do that in a couple of weeks when I have time to do
brilliant. So no renovation updates yet, but...
They've got some squiggles on the wall. Yep. I picked some paints.
You've come here, vandalised the wall, got some paint samples, and that's progress. So I like
But I think I found the paint sample, and now I found some shelves and a side table.
You point at me with your DIY finger.
It's all coming together. I've been a bit productive.
Good, that's exciting stuff.
How was your first week on the TV? Because I don't know what you've been up to.
Oh, it's good, yeah. There's a lot of episodes. There's like a few eps per day and then a few challenges per day, should I say, without saying too much. And it's just, it's really fun and really good. I love it every year. And it's just such a blur. Like, I have to really think about a day to tell you what I've done. But I can't tell you what I've done because you'll see it on the show. But it's been fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
But to prepare for this project, I thought, do you know what I haven't had since September? A deep tissue massage.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
I thought, I had a stage in my life, didn't I, last year? I was like, I'm going to just have a massage every so often.
Yeah.
And it probably went on for 2 months.
And then you stopped.
Being once a month, so I had 2. She was missing me. And I booked one in. So she was very excited when my name popped up.
Did she?
Yeah, because I hadn't been in a while.
Oh.
And then she was like, oh, it's all in your neck again and all this. Like, she went to town. I had to
making my back go weird.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
I can't
guys.
say anything.
Sorry.
I can't say anything. Let's pretend we're not talking about the body.
Just stop it.
Let's pretend we're talking about she's plumping up. Sorry, I just spat on you there.
I just saw spit go everywhere.
She's plumping up a long sofa.
Okay.
So she really went to town on this long sofa. Like, she had her elbows in. At one point, she had her hands clasped together and the bottom of it really going the top of my cushion pads at the top. She went, oh, it's all in your neck.
It's all in your neck. It's fine. Just say it.
And then I had to enter a different world when she was massaged. Like, I'm talking. There was one bit when her elbow was going up the back of the centre of the cushion. My spine. It was going up the spine. And she went to my shoulder blade. And then when she got there... She's going to keep going through it. And I thought, oh, that's a big knot. Is that a knot? And she's going, and I was waiting for it. And I was like, and I just held my breath for it. And then she went over it.
Oh.
And it felt like my shoulder blade, but it was a knot.
Well, how do these knots form?
I don't know, but every day, I'm always wiggling my arms around and stretching.
You're always going crazy. I'm
doing my stretches every morning. I'm doing all this. I said, there's a lot of travelling, but I'm not like leant forward in the car or whatever. Maybe when I'm editing, I don't know.
Yeah, hunch back a little bit maybe.
I beg your pardon, I'm not hunchback at Notre Dame.
What do you do when you're having a massage?
You stick your head in the hole, lassie, And it's all quite nice and dark in there. Sometimes she's playing like acoustic Ed Sheeran. All the smellies are going.
Oh, I'd fall asleep.
It's hard to fall asleep when she's jumping on your back.
How do people, I don't know how to say this, click and collect their wood? What? What? During a massage? What? What's so funny? I don't know what's so funny. You're always laughing at me.
I'm talking about a deep tissue massage, and you come in with, excuse me, one question. Do some people, how do I say this, click and collect their wood? Do you know how some people not get a bit too relaxed?
Yeah, a bit too relaxed and comfortable.
During a massage.
A massage, yeah.
I think that's more of a relaxing type of massage. I went in for the get me muscles out, will you? Not me muscles. No, get me knots out.
What type of place are you going to?
Get me knots out.
Get your knots out.
I'll have you know it's a gentleman's retreat.
That does not sound any better. Are you naked when you have the massage?
No, tops off only, actually. That's the
so you
rule.
keep your jeans on?
Well, I go in my swimming shorts because I say to her, I went,
Oh, do you go in your swimming shorts or do you change into your swimming shorts?
oh no, I just drive in my swimming shorts.
I've never seen you leave the house in your swimming shorts.
Or sometimes it's my gym shorts if they're about to go in the wash. Because she uses all the oils.
Oh yeah, it gets all slippery in there.
So she goes, she's very polite. I'm just going to put the towel. I went, oh, it's absolutely fine. Got my swim shorts on today. And she went like, yeah, I noticed that. In other words, you haven't got boxers on. It's just your swimming shorts. I was like, because
she's been looking at your crack.
She's not looking down my crack.
She is. And she's like,
she's folding the towel.
I can tell you got no panties on.
It's because the hands goes all the way down to my coccyx.
Excuse me?
The bottom of your spine, the coccyx.
I didn't think that was your coccyx. I thought that was a bit lower.
Coccyx?
Yeah.
Or maybe that is a bit into the crack.
I thought that was your
just
crack.
A little bit. She doesn't. Is your glute on your bottom?
Yes, because you do glute workouts.
Right, she does do a bit of glute movement now, I've noticed. Just the top.
Okay, I think I need to have words with this woman.
Just the top. But it's not on my bum cheeks.
All right, TikToker.
It's like
Renegade. Renegade.
What did you call me?
No. It's like
Renegade to you.
It's the Renegade song what they used to do in 2021.
I know, Jack.
Okay.
What was I going to say? No, she doesn't do it on my bare bum cheek. She does that over the towel. On
Just
the
see
thing.
them wobbling about.
I told her about your sciatica. You're booked in.
Oh, lovely.
You have to go in. She says, I says, oh, he does his stretches and that, but it's still hurting. She went, don't worry, it's all in the glutes. That's what activates sciatic nerves.
But I do.
And she said, I went, oh, he's doing stretches. She went, tell him not to do stretches. I'll stretch him out.
I don't know if I want to do that.
How about we're booking at the same time?
Not the same time.
She's
She can't do both of us.
One bum each.
Okay, what I'll do, I'll have one done so I can give some feedback on the podcast. I'll get my sciatica massage.
It'll be really good.
You'll have to book me in though, because I'm too scared.
It'll be really
to do
good
it.
for you, but you might have to breathe and sometimes it hurts. But you can tell her.
I am a wimp when it comes to stuff like this. I'm not a massive fan. I used to like back massages. I'm not really a fan of them anymore.
Well, it's just
I just don't like other people touching me.
Yeah, but you just relax and she's going to town on your...
I don't want to relax too much. We're clicking collect wood.
Because you got a laugh the first time doesn't mean you're going to get a laugh the second. You do that. If Jack says something to a group of people and his inner voice is going, oh, I got a bit of a laugh that. I'll remember that. 2 minutes later, you say exactly the same thing. And I was like, yeah.
I like to make people laugh. It makes you feel good inside.
Don't turn it round on me like I'm the bad guy. That's my favourite thing to do. That's all I think I can do. Do you know who I think I am? That's my new favourite sentence. When people that are too big for the roots and they go, do you know who I am? Not that I've ever heard that in my entire life, but I'd love to hear someone say that. Also, just to let you know, she's upgraded her treatment since September.
Oh, she upgraded them.
Well, she does extra things that she goes down to the arm and does all that thing with the fingers and stuff.
She wants to hold your hand, doesn't she?
Doesn't really benefit me. She's got some builder's hands, she does.
Oh, I feel like that, didn't you? All right, lads, come in to touch my hands, yeah.
Turn your hand upside down, love. I'm going to put my elbow in it. And she wiggles it round. Get all those ligaments out.
Oh.
And when she finished the massage, this was something she hadn't done before. She got a little mister and she felt like she Febrezed me down. Psst, and all this water landed on my back.
Does that feel nice?
Yeah. She watered me like a plant.
I think it's time for Big
You
Slut.
tell me now.
Yeah, that one.
the one with the jingle. Hit it! Gets better every week.
It does.
Previously on the podcast, I've mentioned when we saw someone out of a flat walking backwards and it looked like real life was rewinding itself.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
You sure?
I remember you sending me a video of it from your flat.
Oh, you actually didn't believe me?
Yeah, you actually filmed it and sent it to me.
Well, it's a thing.
It's not just a random person walking backwards.
Well, it probably was. I don't know. It could have been fitness or it could have been someone in distress. We'll go for fitness because backwards walking is a thing and it's called, let me have a look here, walking backwards. Ooh.
I thought there was a better name for it.
That's the joke.
Oh.
Yeah. Walking backward offers numerous fitness benefits, including improved muscle strength, enhanced balance, and a potential reduction in knee and back pain.
Maybe I should use it for my sciatica.
You need to start walking backwards everywhere you go.
Maybe on the treadmill when I go to the gym tomorrow, I'll walk backwards.
I think you will get no looks. It can also target different muscles than walking forward can, such as the hamstrings, the glutes, and lower back.
That's where my sciatica is.
The exercise challenges your balance and coordination, making you more stable and reducing the risk of falls. Now, if I walked backwards around where I used to live, with all the benches and the people and the River Thames and the trees and the fences, I'm pretty sure I might not have fallen, but I would have had a very bruised back because I can't see backwards. How are they doing it?
That's some severe talent.
Severe talent.
Oh, no, that's...
You've got some severe talent.
What's that?
Just be yourself.
I know, it's pretty hard being me.
I know. There's more. Potential pain relief. It can help. It's all about the lower back.
Have you researched this? This is actually good for my... This is actually quite interesting.
You should walk back out of here when we're finished. Actually, no, there's a lot.
Jump over all the cameras.
There's a lot of equipment. It can help alleviate lower back and knee pain by reducing strain on the joints and strengthening surrounding muscles. Would you like to hear some cardiovascular benefits?
We're not a doctor's podcast.
Definitely not. Walking backwards may increase cardiovascular fitness and burn more calories than forward walking.
What about the person in the gym that runs on their tiptoes?
There is a person in the gym that runs on their tiptoes, isn't there?
Is there a health
Is that the
benefit
balls
for
of your
that?
feet or is that the back? You know,
The
'cause it
balls
goes
of your feet, your heel.
Is it? I thought the ball was at the front.
Oh, yeah, at the front, yeah.
He runs on them.
Yeah.
And I googled this.
That's
and
painful. When I used to do gymnastics as a kid, someone used to do everything on their tiptoes.
But he's legging it, isn't he?
Yeah.
But only on the front balls of his feet.
Making my toes get a bit weird.
Oh, your toes all right.
No.
But I tried doing that for a little bit. It really hurt. But apparently you are meant to run like that.
Really?
When I looked into it, it's either you run like that or you run like what you do on the rest of your foot. So I don't know. Maybe I could look into that, the benefits. It's probably going to get a bit boring at this part if I do. So I won't. But you could walk backwards safely.
Yes.
Interesting.
Is there any glasses that you could like put on and it looks backwards like here? And then you could just walk backwards.
Do
Surely
you
there is.
mean like...
Have you already found some?
Something... No, I won. Coincidentally, I won one this week for one of the episodes.
No, you didn't.
Oh, it was homemade.
That is some powers. Can we use
It's
it?
a helmet with a wing mirror.
Oh, that is cool. Do you think we could borrow that for the pod?
But I
No,
just
can
remember...
you bring it for us to have it a go?
Oh, the helmet with the wing
We'll
mirror.
have a go with it.
You just stick a wing mirror on a helmet. A little tiny one. It flips around. I just remembered half of that filming day
You're walking backwards.
was a walking backwards challenge. I had to walk backwards whilst
Is that
doing
why
things.
you've done that one?
No. Well, maybe back in the brain.
Yeah.
Because remember, we are the brain.
Yeah, we're not going back into that again.
So back of ourselves, 'cause
Yeah,
we
we're
are the brain riding this human
Yeah.
body. And it's linked to your sciatica. We're ticking all boxes. Anyway, I think that's enough of you tell me now because that's a lot of information.
Do you know what? That was quite informative. I enjoyed that one
So
because
you
now
liked that one less
I'm gonna
or more than previous ones.
the last one was quite funny.
What was that one?
I can't remember, but I remember I laughing quite a bit at it. But what I'm going to do next week, I go in the field when I take Otis for a walk.
Walk backwards.
I'm going to walk backwards. He might think I'm a right weirdo.
He does anyway. He's not watching you. He's off in his own world.
True.
What if he starts walking backwards? Just you and Otis
He
walking
can't
backwards.
even walk backwards when he gets stuck behind the sofa.
He can't even walk forwards. Well, no, this is our cream retriever, by the way, if you didn't know. If he walks between like the sofa and like a table or like the foot thing, if he walks there and it comes to see us and he kind of gets him, not stuck, but there's enough room for him, but the only way out is backwards, he can't reverse.
No.
It's like, come on, reverse, beep,
He starts
beep,
tippy
beep.
tapping and that's what he does.
He tip taps his feet. It's like, yeah, it's a peculiar animal. So there we go. You tell me now that you can walk backwards? I just did. That's like my new outro. I just thought of it now, so hopefully I don't forget.
Don't forget that. That's really good.
Must remember for next week.
Well, from one segment to another, Big's Word of the Week.
Okay, keep that short, because statistically on our analytics, that's the bit where people skip.
No, they don't.
When you start singing.
I've always wanted to be a singer.
Did I ever tell you I got through 3 rounds of X Factor?
Yes, I remember you telling me, and you showed me your picture with your little number on.
The 4th round was the producer round. The 5th round was the first audition on TV.
You would have been the laughing stock. Is that correct?
It is correct. You thought you said it wrong there. Because you used to say you thought you'd be the laughing stot.
Yeah.
Right, what's your word? Come on, this better be very, very, very interesting. There we go.
So this one has been sent in from Leon.
Oh, so look at this. Mr. Joe's not doing his own bits. You're getting our viewers to do your work for you as well, are you?
Well, I actually researched it afterwards just to double check in case it was wrong.
Okay.
Because I don't want to give out false information.
No, because you don't trust Leon, that's what it is. Oh, I hadn't had a Leon in ages, the food.
Oh, yeah, they're nice. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Empetophobia.
What's that? A fear of pita bread?
No, empathotopia. A fear of vomiting or seeing others being sick.
That's you all over, that is.
I don't have an actual fear. I just don't like it.
If you know you're going to throw up... This is not a sick podcast once again. We won't spend too long on the sickiness. But if you know you're going to throw up, it's not a good time to be around you.
No, I do get really anxious and start sweating and crying. Maybe it is a phobia.
I think you've got... Let's have a look.
Empaphobia.
Emetophobia.
Emetophobia. It's a fear of being sick.
Imagine being... You know what we should get in? One of your primary school teachers in, just to see what you were like learning words. No?
All my teachers hated me.
Primary school and high school.
They told me I was never going to be a vet.
Who's a vet? No, I can't do the same quick choice. Primary school and high school.
No, it was just high school. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I'm on about primary school when you start learning how to talk. Unless you start learning how to talk in high school, it's all making sense.
No.
Yeah, when you start learning letters and stuff.
Infant school.
Oh, sorry, infant school.
We had 3 different schools.
Oh, yeah, well, in Cambridge, it's a different ecosystem than Leeds.
We had an infant school, a primary school, and then a high school.
Yeah, nursery reception, primary school, high school.
No, we had preschool, infant school.
That's just different years,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? Right. You're learning all your phobias. And that's not even to do with my phobia list of phobias.
How many phobias have you got?
No, my list of you tell me now phobias. I've got the phobia list. I've got the lightning strike list. I've got the thunder
You're
list.
really going for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
My list is just what happens on the day, to be honest. Anyway, he
Doesn't show.
also wants Big's Bakes by Post to Taste Test the cookies.
Or to deliver the cookies you've been making.
Something I
Are
forgot.
you ever going to sell them?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I can officially say I've got the Instagram handle for Big's Bakes. That happened this week.
What is it?
Big's Bakes
Amazing.
on TikTok and Instagram.
Yep. Give that a follow if you love all things bakery goods. Isn't it crazy you've accidentally become incredibly good at making these cookies which look like crazy novelty crumble cookies but better?
I don't think they're novelty. I think they actually generally look like proper bakery cookies.
Yeah, but they look like something you see in the window on a holiday. Like, oh, we'll treat ourselves to that £15 cookie.
Yeah.
Because they are so good.
So if you want to see any baking types of videos, I think that's what I'm going to do on that page. I haven't fully kind of got the grasp of it, but hopefully I'll be there.
I like it. Yummy, yummy.
I'm very excited because I feel like my channel, I can do what I want, like with you and me, and then like I have a separate place where I can be creative for food.
Exactly. And I can eat.
Yeah, you will.
What are you going to do? Comment on my words. Why'd you look at my belly?
No, so I won't give you it.
There. I need to eat. I need to eat.
I know, we can't have too many. It's not too good for us. I don't waste them. I just hand them out to neighbours, family and friends.
Banana bread cookies today. Oh,
I'll bring some next week to the episode if I've got any left.
thank you. That
was Big Swear of the Week. Emetophobia.
Nice.
I said it right. Let's not talk about sick now.
No, I don't think you've got the phobia.
Before we get into your queries and qualms, we like to advise each other on something we should have known earlier ourselves. Have you got something for us today?
Well, yes. I don't know if I've mentioned, guys, but I've been filming. Oh, la-di-da.
Oh, God.
And we have mentioned that this house is cleaner than normal, which is nice.
It is.
It's not cleaner than normal. It's just clean like it should be.
I'm basically giving my evenings up to clean the house. Is what I've been doing.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not. There's not that much to clean. You just clean as you go.
I know. I have been cleaning as I go.
Pay as you go, but clean. And you've mentioned you've never been as productive as you have this past week. So what is that?
I think you're the distraction.
I'm not a distraction because I'm the same when I'm away. I work more.
I think maybe because we're on our own, we haven't got each other to distract each other. Our love is distracting.
What?
Our love is distracting.
Yeah, but what we're doing when we're together, we're just filming and editing more. So we are still working.
That's really confusing for my brain.
I think it's when it comes to things like, because we don't get distracted. But when it comes to things like when it's like dinner, for example, or tea time, whatever, we're making it, we're chatting, we're having a laugh, we're eating it together. We might be watching something, we're chatting again. I think that takes up a lot of time.
True.
Whereas when we're on our own, you're just scoffing it down and getting on with work.
I know, but that's what love's all about, is to spend time with each other.
Exactly. But that's not really my qualm. My qualm is this.
So what was the point of that anyway?
I don't know. My qualm is this. I always take my swimming shorts when I go away because you never know if the hotel has a pool or a sauna. This one did. Thank goodness. Just a classic hotel one. I went for a swim as soon as it opened at 6. It was me and Brenda in the pool. There's always a Brenda.
You actually got up at 6 to go swimming?
Yeah.
Do you know, I miss swimming.
All right. The pool was shaped quite circularly, so I couldn't quite do lengths. I had to do a length and a bit. And avoid where she was swimming. Coming from me, she was swimming very slowly.
Yeah, because you're quite a slow swimmer, actually.
It's because I cramp up. Did a couple of them. I thought, there's a sauna over there. Sometimes they don't work, sometimes they do. Sauna was lovely. Fully relaxed for my muscles. That's not the problem. The problem is this. I don't know.
I'm getting really confused, guys, because I don't actually know what's happened here. I'm so like, what is he going on about?
My brain's so mashed. I don't know how to tell stories. The problem is this. I don't know if this happens in female changing rooms. Let us know if it does. Why? Normally the older guys,
I know where this is going,
feel it's necessary. It's a classic story to just get naked in the changing room and walk around. Not even just quickly. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all right. He's just putting his clothes on. That's fine. He's off. He's drying himself all around the place. He's walking around. Oh, how are you doing there? You're like just
having a conversation when you're naked's a bit off-putting, a bit weird.
Yeah. Well, it was the guy that got out of the jacuzzi earlier, and he said, because we were up in Scotland filming, "Hey, whereabouts are you from?" Something like that.
Yeah.
Apologies, everyone. I went, "Oh, I'm from Leeds," and then the conversation instantly turned into motorways, service stations, junctions, traffic.
Must be a lorry driver then.
Well, I don't know. I've drove down to Leeds. I have. He's now a pirate. I was like, all right. Did you enjoy it, or did you miss much?
Where were you talking at this point?
You are?
Were you talking
We're in the changing room. We've both just got our swimming shot. Not yet.
Oh.
We've both got our swim. We haven't click and collected any wood yet. So we're there. Oh, I've been down the M1. No, gone Leeds. Not bad.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, yeah. Oh, I just follow Google Maps, you know. I don't know. I'm going, that's the thing nowadays. Technology, all that stuff. I'm like, right. Anyway, the conversation was rounding up nicely. He said, I'll catch you around, lad. And I said, I'll catch you around, Terry. Isn't it? I knew his name by now. I like a chat with a stranger.
Terry's chocolate orange.
Yes. We're just in our swimming shorts at this point. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I'm drying. What I normally do is I'll, like what your mum did with you on the beach when you put a towel around you, you take your shorts off under the towel. I kind of struggle a bit with that in the corner. But if there's no one else there, I will look around and quickly get my kegs off.
I do that as well.
When you think no one's there, it's fine. And then put on whatever. So he said, good day. And then he went to turn the shower on. I thought, amazing. I'm going to get my shorts off.
You're getting a bit excited like I do when I went to the pool.
No, I didn't take him off and then run in the pool, did I? I thought, I'm going to take him off right quick. Dry. Because I've dried everything else. And then put my boxers on. Shower's running. I'm just going to do it right now. More time the better. Took him off. Then he walked straight back in. And another thing.
Oh my God. Loads of dribble just came out of your mouth.
I'm only representing Terry. He was very excited when he walked around the corner.
Oh, poor Terry.
Tessa. And another thing, if you ever get electric cars, you got to be careful where you're charging them.
I bet you jumped, didn't you?
I just slowly put my towel over my bits. Went, got to be careful of that. Plan ahead, eh? He goes, hey, you're not wrong. Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. See you then, lad. And I thought, right, gone back in the shower now. He goes back in by the shower's around two corners, like a right and a left. I thought, has he gone? Shall I just put my towel on and do it awkwardly? I went, no, do you know what? Now's my chance. Towel away from the bits. Boxers going up. And do you know what? He just keeps walking back in. Turns out what he's done is turn the shower on to warm it up. It's instant heat in that. It's like you just push it.
Oh, sometimes they're not though. Like I'll shower, I have to let it like heat up a little bit.
Anyway, he's advised me where I can put my used towel. I'll tell you where I could put it. I should have left it on my body. That's what he went, no, there's a little hole where the desk is.
So when he caught you, were you facing him frontwards?
Oh, yeah.
So he saw your todger?
Yeah, but his eyes never went down, bless our Terry. What?
Okay, they're just dangling down.
Yeah, anyway, he didn't have his bits out. That story weirdly turned around on me having my bits out. But I'm not doing... And it reminded me of the past. There was the fancy sauna and all that.
Yeah.
There. The changing room's massive. Half the guys just walking around having a chat, like putting their leg up on one bench, doing a lunge.
When they're naked?
Drying below their thighs. Yeah, and they're all walking around having a chat like, hey. And they're all the older guys.
Maybe they're just confident in themselves.
Maybe it's an old school thing, just put it away, just get changed.
Don't want to be seeing anyone else's todger.
No, you don't. But yeah, does that happen in a lady's walking around with the baps out, just like,
I bet they have to.
Sandra, you remember your bag for life? I might go M&S and get me fruits.
Dry, they'll have to lift it up to dry underneath it.
Exactly. But what I mean is, the guys, if you don't know this, ladies, they're walking around wet or dry. I think they want to lap up as much time as possible being naked.
I don't want to picture
But they're
anything.
not just walking around like, oh, don't mind me, like I'm just passing through. It's confidently man spreading their legs walking around.
You know what? Good on them.
Good on them. You know, whatever floats your boat. You know, each to their own and all that. I'll just cower in the corner under my towel.
But what you should have known earlier...
All right, here we go, wrapping it up.
It's just leave your towel on.
I should have left my towel. I mean, you do have changing rooms with doors. I don't know if that had any. But it's just quite... I like the thrill of just like, no one's around. Quick.
There's always a throw in it getting naked.
Yeah, but when is there any other opportunity in life where you get naked and it's fine to do that?
When we had our private pool.
I don't think it was that fine to do that. Changing room in your own personal space. I can't think of any opportunity.
There is never opportunity because it's not allowed.
There we go then. So yeah, I should have known. Just leave your towel on. If there's someone in the vicinity, leave it on if you're not comfortable.
What if you told me that story when it happened?
No, I did say add this on the list. What is it? Spa accident.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what you meant, but I just left it at that. It's now time to move on to your queries and qualms. This is where we try our best to give you guys the advice you should have known earlier.
Yes.
Hey Jack and Joe.
Hello.
I have a dilemma.
Okay.
I fancy a straight girl.
And this person is not straight, I presume?
Well, we're going on to the next bit.
Continue.
I have nobody else to talk to as I'm not really out yet.
Oh.
And I was wondering, how do I get over the straight girl crush? By the way, I just wanted to say how much I love the podcast and how hilarious it is. And another side note.
Yeah?
I like this one.
Oh.
I love Big's Word of the Week.
Oh, shut up.
And at this point, I think you should use word. There's another word here which I'll save for another time because I can't pronounce
Has she
it.
done more work? Have you just got another word?
I have, yeah. It says...
Nope.
Okay, I'll save it for next week.
Of course you will. That's your half of the project done. You only get paired up at school and one person does more work than the other. Everyone else is doing your stuff for you.
I actually do a lot. I do the cue cards.
Hey,
I write it
no,
all
I'm
up.
only messing with you. So, straight girl crush. She's not out yet.
No, she's in the closet.
First of all, let me tell you.
Have you had a crush on a straight guy
I was going to say,
before?
this is kind of just giving it away. Well, it's more like when you were young, you're at that age where you're just kind of developing feelings and trying to work out, well, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And if you've got, a crush on someone which wouldn't be attracted to you due to their
Sexuality.
sexual orientation, did you ever do orienteering at school?
No, what's that? I've heard of it.
Run around with a pencil and find bits.
Yes. I think I did it at Cubs.
Cubs.
Cubs, like Beavers, Cubs, Scouts.
Cubs is the...
Middle one.
What's the youngest then?
Beavers.
That's not funny, we're grown men.
I'm off to Beavers.
So it goes Beavers then?
Cubs and
I thought
Scouts.
Beavers was females.
No, that's guides, brownies.
What's just happened?
I think it's okay to have crushes on people.
It's natural.
Like people have man crushes, people have girl crushes.
Yeah.
People have celebrity
Oh
crushes.
yeah, actually it does depend on your level of crush.
Yeah.
That's true.
It all depends.
Jack's crush list never ends. Who are you crushing on at the moment?
I ain't got anyone crushing on.
I ain't got anyone crushing
The
on.
only person I'm crushing on is you.
Oh, that's nice.
I got my crush.
Keeping it in the family.
We're not brothers. We're lovers.
Is that episode 1 or 2?
Yeah, episode 1.
Oh,
we don't have the Sandra update anytime soon.
We haven't seen Sandra in ages. Well, I've been going to other gyms. I've been cheating on our gym.
I think we've been going earlier. She goes a bit later.
Poor Jim. Well, she's living the retired life, I presume.
Yeah, anyway, back to the qualm.
Sorry about this, Inomi.
So she's not really out yet and she has no one else to talk to about it.
Okay.
So in my opinion...
So yeah, the crush thing is natural. That's fine.
Yeah, that's normal. And if you know she's straight, it's not going to happen, is it?
Well, that's what I mean. But more importantly, more of a more sensitive note would be the not out yet. So like we've said a few eps back, I think.
Yes.
There ain't no rush, sister. But did she say at the beginning no one to talk to?
She has no one to talk to about, getting over this. Being able to speak to someone about having a crush on someone else.
Well, hey, me and Jack have similar experiences with not having maybe someone to talk to, i.e., did you have many friends?
I had
Jack?
friends, not at school I didn't.
So maybe you didn't
I
have
had friends in my adult life.
Though, yeah.
Hang on, you had a crush on me and you didn't know if I was straight, gay or bi.
True. Ah, that's true.
That's a good example you can use.
Yeah.
So how did you go about that?
Well,
she knows she's straight, so it's not going to happen here. But if you don't know someone's straight...
Well, what I did was I just took one look at you and I thought, well, he's gay. No, I didn't. That's false information. I didn't know because...
Nobody else knew?
Nobody else knew. You didn't tell anyone. I asked a few of our mutual friends. I asked a few of your friends, and there was a similar response of not quite sure, which doesn't mean, oh yeah, it's definitely straight. We got a not quite sure.
Yeah.
So then I was willing to gain more research and pursue what could have been, a future relationship, and look at us now. Imagine
a lifetime relationship.
Oh, you and your jokes. But you knew about me because apparently there was rumours about me within the YouTube circles and I had no idea. And I only found out these rumours years later because you randomly told me a year into us talking.
That's how I knew that you were gay.
Yeah, but what if the rumours about that weren't even true? Don't believe everything you hear.
You were also messaging me with a lot of love hearts.
All right, let's just move on back to our Enomi qualm or query. So the sensitive topic of coming out, yes. Now, we've discussed this before. We can discuss it briefly again, but it's what you're comfortable with doing. I would say talking to someone. I know you said there might not be someone to talk to, but there is always someone, even if you think there isn't. It could be family, could be a friend.
Yeah.
Or, to get on a deeper level, could be yourself. I couldn't... Don't give me that look.
To be fair, I do talk to myself a lot.
I could never tell myself I was gay.
I couldn't either.
I tried not to believe it. But it sounds like you're more comfortable, I presume, only because you've sent this in to us and you're talking.
Yeah.
Go, Jack.
Well, this is your first step.
If it is, we don't know. We don't know.
Opening up. So getting over a girl crush or getting over any crush, it's just take them off your socials, get rid of them out your life.
That's a bit extreme. You can enjoy a crush, I think.
Well, like you say, it depends on the deeper level of it.
Yeah, if it's getting a bit unhealthy, then maybe think, I need to take a step back. Maybe divert your crush onto a lesbian. Cara Delevingne? It's a good shout.
So I would say to get over this crush, if you wanted to get over it.
If you want to, yeah.
If it's on a deeper level and you can't enjoy it, I would say get yourself out there. Start talking to some girls.
This is why we're not a relationship podcast.
I'm not very good at giving advice when it comes to relationships because...
Well, neither of us are, I don't think. I mean,
No.
I mean, if you're listening or watching now, we might have helped in some way. How about that?
I hope so.
She's talked to us and we've talked back. So there you go. Didn't think of it like that, did you? That's quite nice.
Yeah.
Or she's just in floods of tears now thinking, you've just made it worse. So... there you go. Thank you very much. And if you've got any query or qualm, do send it in. We've got another one. Right, Leon. This is
Leon from earlier.
This is Leon from earlier, which means...
He's getting double shout-outs.
Double shout-out. You sent in Big's word of the week, which we've analysed.
Thank you, Leon. You're really giving me an easy job here. I'm loving it.
Send us some crinkle fries large, will you? He says, boys, loving the work.
Everyone's really loving the podcast, aren't they?
So far, so good.
I feel like we're finally getting proper feedback now.
I know, I can't wait to sell out and get a big studio.
We will do that, guys. Not for the money.
Well, we're not making, like I said,
we don't make anything.
We're at a loss, so we are doing it for the fun and the enjoyment and the fact that you are enjoying this because you keep telling us. And as long as you keep telling us in the Spotify comments and reviews, then it'll keep us going.
Yeah.
I mean, if they stop, then we'll probably eventually stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says, loving the work. He also says, what's a qualm? Look into it. It's quite a nice word. It means you've got a problem with something or an issue, I think.
That's what we do. We're helping
Yeah.
out people with their issues.
He says, anyway, seems I've turned skinny fat.
Skinny fat? What does that mean?
Skinny fat.
So
I
they're
think...
skinny with a belly? Like a beer belly?
I don't know.
Shall I research what skinny fat is?
Maybe if you think you've eaten too many cookies.
A term describing someone who has a relatively healthy weight and low BMI, but a
Body
high
mass
percentage
index.
of body fat, yeah.
Okay. Without going to a gym, how do I lose the gut, guys? Hashtag Big's Bakery, make this happen.
Everyone really wants Big's Bakery. I feel like this is my calling in life.
No, what are you on about? It says, how do I lose the gut? Hashtag Big's Bakery. How's the bakery going to make that happen, Leon? He also says, from Leon in sunny Derbyshire. Well,
Derbyshire's not Scotland.
that wasn't Scottish. Nothing I said today is Scottish.
Okay.
It's Derbyshire Midlands. I'm thinking of
I
like
don't know where
Cornwall.
it is. It's in Derbyshire.
Right, we're going to give some fitness advice. We're not a fitness podcast. Hard to believe.
I am with all my posts I put on my story.
You love it, don't you?
I'm just really proud of myself.
Good, you should be.
My
And
transformation.
Good, and so should you transformed into a right proper goblin. And so should you, Leon. You're not a goblin. But to lose some gut, right, gym will help. And I know people aren't a fan of it. We're only a fan of it because when we're together, it flies by. It's like part of life.
Yeah, having a gym buddy's good.
Like,
Or a gym lover.
stop referring to me as your lover.
You are.
What's it called? Couples that go to the gym.
Couples that go to the gym together, stay together.
All right, well, it's still to be proven. A lot more important than the gym is diet. Doesn't mean boring lettuce.
If you're worried about what you're eating, I'm going to say you can have healthy, delicious meals.
Jack makes them all the time.
Because I've recently discovered, you got me a cookbook, a couple of cookbooks actually.
It's all about the flavourings.
And it's like, it's all about the flavours
Like,
that you
it's
put
not
into
just,
it.
it's chicken and rice and broccoli again.
It's like adding spices, adding garlic, adding random little bits that will make it a bit more fun.
Yeah.
So I make fakeaways, which are a healthier version of a takeaway.
Yeah. Like, we made burgers and it's just mincemeat and an egg.
Obviously, this is not going to give you the advice that you should have from fitness.
Balanced. I think diet-wise, balanced.
Keep
We
a
all
balanced
know this.
diet.
It has to be balanced. Veggies, you can roast veggies and put like garlic and drizzle on them. It's well nice. So veggies always have a balanced diet. The gym is a quite important factor. But
You don't have to go to the gym because some people are not comfortable going.
no, but you can also do it at home or
Go out on a walk or a jog.
walk on yourself, walk yourself, jog yourself, walk a dog, walk someone else's dog.
Do you know what? If you do get a dog though,
Don't get a dog.
It will force you to get out for walks and exercise.
Oh, yeah, actually, you have to, but don't get a dog. No. You can listen to a certain podcast when you go on a jog. That'll help it fly by. I think if you're not a fan of the gym, you're not a fan of the time it takes to do it.
To be fair though,
I'm not.
I've started to like it a lot more, the gym. I never used to like it. I
Yeah.
used to find it a massive chore. And if you
Yeah.
find it a chore, it's not for you.
No, and you don't have to force yourself to try and like it just because you think everyone
Yeah.
else is doing it. Trust me, they're not. It's only if you see them doing it, it's because they want you to know that they're going.
Yeah, me.
We've been going for years.
True.
We just go when we can. We go with it's the mindset. Our mindset, well, I don't know about you. Mine is,
Just to help my mind.
it really helps the mind.
Yeah.
But it keeps us on track. And it's like topping up our bodies. Like, it's keeping us on track. It's better than not going.
Yeah.
Are you the same? Or are you
Yeah,
wanting
mine's
to be
more for my
massive?
mental health. It helps a
Yeah,
lot.
that's us. That doesn't have to be you, Leon. You can do things at home. You can catch up with a show, a video, a podcast. If you do a home workout, throwback to COVID. We used to FaceTime each other and do ab workouts.
We did. But there's load of resources online and fitness people on like TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's well fun having a look, seeing what everyone's doing.
Yeah.
Or maybe try typing in like workouts not at gym, just see what
Yeah,
happens.
home workouts.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to
And then just do something little. You don't have to do anything crazy.
do something else. Just think, doing something little every day, any movement, better than not doing anything at all.
I agree.
Or better than not doing anything. Yeah. That's probably not good advice then, but just try something.
We're not a fitness podcast.
No, but if you're listening and you're Leon or you're someone else and you're thinking, yeah, I really should, but time, can't be bothered. I can only do it after work. It's the end of the day. Tomorrow or today, depending when you're listening. I see you 6 a.m. listeners. Tomorrow, you are going to give yourself 20 minutes of exercise. You're gonna, but what's it going to be?
Or you can do your evenings and put the TV on and do a home workout, have a TV on in the
That's what I
background.
mean, yeah. You could do a warm-up, that's a work, like star jumps, jumping jacks, that's you. Make it fun. Get some music, Black. Do it with a friend or someone. There we
But
go.
make sure you're having fun and enjoying what you're eating, is what I say.
Now you tell me. And if you do eat healthy throughout the week, well, I mean, this isn't advice to everyone, but we treat ourselves
On the weekend.
every other weekend now. It's only twice a month. So what a fat, dirty takeaway. That's just throwing all our advice out the window.
We do it every other week to treat ourselves.
But that's 2 out of 30 days. We could afford to do more.
But we also do have chocolate in that as well.
Well, speak for yourself. Also,
I have an addiction to chocolate.
That's our own experience and opinion because we also have what everyone hates us for, fast metabolisms.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
Which means your body's constantly burning stuff off. But there we go. Hope that helped. And I've already ended this nicely and I'm continuing to add stuff on.
Stop. Hold it right there, son.
What are you thinking about? Okay.
Thank you very much for everyone that has been listening or watching, wherever you may be. If you'd like to send us your queries, qualms, and strange encounters, then you can backwalk into our DMs at Now You Tell Me Pod. Please send them in on Instagram.
Yes, send. That's like you saying, don't send them on anything else. People are sending them on everything. It's fine. Instagram's the main source of where we will see them. And if you think, like us, we listen and we listen and we don't judge. Where am I going with this? And you might be listening or watching and you might have done for some time and thought, I haven't really got anything to send in, but you want to. That's us. We never really engage with stuff. We just like listening and watching.
Yeah.
But just honestly, send it in. It could be anything.
And no one has to know.
No one will know. It could be something that has legitimately happened to you recently or when you were younger, because they're always funny stories.
Yep.
But it could be something you might need a little bit of help with in terms of something at work, something in life, something with your family. A lot of them in our lives. Could be anything. We've got a new plant. Maybe you've got something new. We're stretching to try and think of examples.
Just send it in at Now You Tell Me Pod.
Yes, we just want more and more and more because we love it. And it'll keep us going. Thank you very much.
It makes me feel good that people are actually watching and engaging.
I know. Well, that's it from us. Wherever you're listening and watching from. See you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday. And I'll have my new eyes.
You'll have what?
New eyes.
You'll have new eyes. You're getting them replaced.
I'll have an eye test next week.
Oh,
so
we'll hear all about that then. Aye, aye.
See you next Thursday.
We'll stop next time.